Hi there, this is Peter Kennedy. I'm a web content editor with Stockhouse Publishing. We're here today at the Cambridge House Canadian Investor Conference 2015, and sitting right beside me is Greg Shafransky, CEO of consultant to Highbank Resources. Greg, how are you doing?
I'm quite fine, thank you.
So can you just to kick things off here, can you give our investors just an overview of the company?
Well, Highbank has developed NI 43-101 compliant sand and gravel resource located at Tidewater, 72 miles just to the north of Prince Rupert, British Columbia, Canada. In the course of the last year, we've received all the necessary permits and licenses to commence quarry operations. We've raised the funds to build the quarry. We built the quarry, and leading up to this month, this month we have shipped our first barge load to 4,000 tons to Prince Rupert. We've received a positive PEA that presently values our company at $24 million. Which is kind of backwards because the PEA should have come before the production, but that's how it came down. And we've just raised $900,000 through a royalty deal, and we're commencing our full production now.
Okay. So why should investors be interested in this company today?
Well, you got to say that if you look at how many tons of sand and gravel we have, it gives a pretty big dollar value for what we have to sell to the building industry in Prince Rupert and the surrounding areas. So, you know, the value, independent accounting group and analysts and consultants put together this preliminary economic assessment for Highbank, valuing it at $24 million. Presently, our market cap is $14 million, so there's that potential for a share price increase for the investor.
Who do you think your major customers are going to be going forward?
Planned for the Port of Prince Rupert are 4 LNG terminals and 4 pipelines coming to Prince Rupert. Some of that pipe will be laid underwater. We've already quoted on those subsea underwater pipeline line contracts. We're very strong there. But outside the LNG, you have the Can-Potash is a group of potash producers. Have a company called Can-Potash. They have a terminal here in Vancouver, and they're planning to build a terminal in Rupert for another terminal for potash exports, and that's a $1 billion project that is very near the final investment decision. But what we're really excited about, so that's 4 LNG terminals, a Can-Potash, the potash terminal, but the final investment decision has come down for the expansion to the container port, Westview Terminals. Now, what's happened recently is Westview they made the final investment decision. They were supposed to break ground in May, and the terminal itself was owned by Deutsche Bank, and DP World, which is controlled by a very powerful Dubai group that's also bought just recently 2 container terminals in Vancouver. They've announced that they acquired the container port from Deutsche Bank for about $540 million in Canadian funds, and they are going to go forward on the expansion to that container port. Very busy container port with labor strife in the west coast of the United States. All that action, all the containers are coming up there. So it went from 0 to full capacity of 850,000 units in 8 years. And the DP World has announced that they not only do they want to double the size, they want to triple the size of that container port. So that's another $1 billion build. It's the first one major build in the Port of Prince Rupert. Will be getting underway this summer, and we look to take a nice chunk of that business. That'd be a nice chunk of business for us.
We've been hearing a lot about the billions that are proposed to be invested in LNG projects in BC. How important are those projects to your company?
Well, it is part of the reason that we've moved forward to get ourselves ready. So when the business comes, we're the first ones to receive that business. We have a very strong agreements in place with the local First Nations, both the Nisga'a, the Metlakatla, and Lac Lams. We have our consultation agreement in place with them, and in that regards, going forward, if you, part of the consultation process, you look to, the natives have a suggested list of companies that have agreements with them that you should go forward, you buy the material from us. From them, in our regards, we are the nearest, largest, most accessible aggregate source to the Port of Prince Rupert.
Okay, if investors want to find out more about your company online, how would they do that?
You can visit, please take the opportunity to do your due diligence and visit our website, highbankresources.com. Or if you'd like to, you can contact the office and talk to one of the directors or officers if you have any more pressing questions. We'd be happy to have your call.
Okay, well, thanks very much for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thank you, Peter.
We've been talking to Greg Shafransky, consultant to Highbank Resources. Thanks very much, Greg.
Thank you,
Best
Peter.
of luck to you.